Jeffrey Allen Merkley is an American politician serving as the junior United States Senator from Oregon since 2009. A member of the Democratic Party. Merkley served as the 64th Speaker of the Oregon House of Representatives from 2007 to 2009. Before his election to the Senate, Merkley was a 5-term member of the Oregon House of Representatives, representing the 47th District in central Multnomah County at the eastern side of Portland. Merkley defeated 2-term Republican incumbent Gordon Smith in 2008 and was re-elected in 2014 in 2020, defeating Republican nominees Monica Wehby and Joe Ray Perkins. Merkley has been an advocate of progressivism while in the Senate and was the only U.S. Senator to endorse Bernie Sanders in the 2016 Democratic presidential primaries. He was considered a potential candidate for president in 2020, but he chose to run for re-election to the Senate instead. Merkley was born in Myrtle Creek, Oregon, the son of Betty Lou and Darrell Philip Merkley. His paternal grandmother was born in Calliope, Queensland, Australia. He attended first grade in Roseburg, Oregon, before moving to Portland with his family. He graduated from David Douglas High School, received a Bachelor of Arts degree in International Relations from Stanford University in 1979, and earned a Master of Public Affairs degree from the Woodrow Wilson School at Princeton University. In 1982, after completing his master's degree, Merkley was selected as a Presidential Management Fellow, working at the Office of the Secretary of Defense on the security of American military technology. After his fellowship, he worked in the Congressional Budget Office, where he analyzed nuclear weapons policies and programs. In 1991, Merkley returned to Portland, where he served as executive director of Portland Habitat for Humanity until 1994. Merkley started the Walk for Humanity, initiated the Journey for Mankind, launched development of the Habitat Home Building Center, and initiated a pilot project for Youth Build, in which gang-affected youth built homes in their own neighborhoods. He also served as Director of Housing Development at Human Solutions, where he worked to make available affordable housing complexes and launched Oregon's first Individual Development Account Program, which helps low-income families save money to buy homes, attend college, or start businesses. Merkley was president of the World Affairs Council of Oregon for 7 years and continues to serve on the Board of Trustees. In 1998, Merkley was elected as a Democrat to the Oregon House of Representatives from the 16th District in East Portland. He succeeded Frank Shields, who moved from the House to the Oregon State Senate due to term limits. In its endorsement, the Oregonian predicted that Merkley was the most likely of several Democrats to accomplish something positive in the legislature. Following the 2003 session, he was elected Democratic leader, and after the House Democrats gained a majority in the 2006 Oregon statewide elections, they unanimously elected him Speaker of the House in the 74th Oregon Legislative Assembly. During Merkley's tenure as Speaker, the Oregon House passed numerous major pieces of legislation. It created a state rainy day fund, banned junk food in schools, expanded the Oregon commercial indoor smoking ban, revised the Oregon bottle bill, outlawed discrimination by sexual orientation and gender identity in housing and in the workplace, and gave same-sex couples rights, immunities, and benefits. On August 13, 2007, Merkley received the endorsements of Democratic Governor Ted Kulongoski and former Democratic Governor Barbara Roberts. He was endorsed in December 2007 by the Oregon AFL-CIO, the state's largest labor federation. The union federation's leaders cited Merkley's 97% record of voting in the interests of working families and his electability in a general election against the incumbent Senator Gordon Smith. Merkley was the first federal candidate to be cross-nominated by the Independent Party of Oregon. Merkley won the Democratic nomination to challenge Smith in 2008, narrowly defeating activist Steve Novick and 4 others in the Democratic primary. Merkley was initially thought to have only a moderate chance of unseating Smith, but a July 2008 Rasmussen poll showed him in the lead, albeit within the margin of error. By August, after strongly negative campaigning on both sides, Rasmussen reported that Merkley's support had deteriorated, with Smith taking a strong lead in the polls. Merkley's favorable rating was at 42%. while his unfavorable rating had risen to 45%. Polls taken shortly before the election indicated that Merkley's standing had once again improved, with Merkley's 12-point deficit turning into a slight lead. On election night, the race was too close to call, but media outlets including the Oregonian called it for Merkley on the morning of November 6, and Smith conceded later that morning. Ultimately, Merkley defeated